right. Well, this is definitely going to be the biggest day so far. Doing a little bit of back, a little bit of bicep, a little bit of forearm, sorry, a little bit of grip strength, just a little bit of everything. Doubled up on the back and the buys, which I try not to do, but I wanted to time it perfectly. I always want to go onto the table, so I have practices on Wednesday. Usually go every other Wednesday, just because that's what my schedule allows me to do. So I want to make sure that I'm fresh for the table. So that's why you see me doing back and buys, forearms, hand, all in one day, just because I wanted to time it perfectly. So started off with the fat grips on this attachment for pull downs. So it has my arms mimicking what they're gonna be on the table. We do have the regular bar where you would just have your palms facing out or in, but usually I go for this one just because it's mimicking what I'm actually gonna be doing on the table. And I'm actually not used to going this light when it comes to back workouts. Of course, occasionally I will go a little bit lighter just to get a crazy pump, and just maybe if I'm trying to work through a nagging injury, I'll do that. Like I'm doing right now with my left arm is still a little messed up, but that's what I usually like to do. But with going light today, the reason for that is the fat grips. So the fat grips definitely limit your ability to lift heavy ass weight, especially when it comes to back, whether it be some type of rowing or pull downs. So you're gonna see a little bit lighter today, and I'm actually using the same attachment for seated cable rows. And once again, I'm going a bit higher, just like the last workout, trying to target the middle and upper back as opposed to my lower lats. I feel this wide grip works better than not the V bar, the close grip angled attachment. This one just, not saying that I don't get a good pump with the other one. I could probably even do more weight with the other one. It's just I think this is targeting what I want more. And as you can see, I went down to the bottom and I was like, wait a minute, let's pull that up top. So you can do this same thing. You could do 3 low, 3 mid, 3 high, and you're working 3 different parts of your back. I don't always do the cable. I do like it, especially just starting off with a workout, trying to ease into it, or ending with the workout, just trying to get another crazy pump. I won't load a ton of weight for this exercise. If I want to do heavy weight, I'm gonna do bent over rows, or I'm gonna do single arm rows with a dumbbell. With this, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to target muscles that aren't getting hit by doing those other movements. So with this, you'll see I keep it pretty light, and I'm keeping it even lighter now because those fat grips. They're no joke. They're definitely, for me, for what I'm trying to do, get my grip strength up, trying to get my arm development. They're perfect. So you're gonna see them a lot. Now I jumped over here. T-bar rows, but with the machine. I do T-bars occasionally downstairs, where it's just the platform where the bar is attached to, just like you would normally see in old school gyms. I actually used to go to a gym where we would dig the end of one of the barbells into the wall. That it just created a good size hole, so they put a stop to that. But now they sell the actual platforms where you just slide it in and it holds it down. You still have to put a good 100-pounder on the back of it just so it stays in place, especially when you're doing 4 or 5 plates, 6 plates, just something that you need. But yeah, so I started with a T rows, wide grip. Sometimes I'll do a close grip, and then I moved my way over to a superset with the, what's this called? I'm using the fat grips again, but just doing the hammer curls. And once again, keeping it light. I'm doing 25s there, but what I'm doing is I'm keeping both of them elevated. Where one goes down, the other one's still staying where it is. So just keeping a nice, good contraction on that. Down. So that's the idea with this one. Trying to get a crazy pump going, and I don't want to spend 2.5 hours at the gym like I did today, because I actually started off with cardio, which I do cardio. I recommend it to everybody, whether you're trying to bulk, whether you're trying to cut. Cardio is a must. I don't show it in the videos. I'll probably take a video of it soon, just so you can see that I am telling the truth. And it doesn't look like I do much cardio, which I don't. I don't. I start off maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, slow walk, incline, usually with a six degree incline, doing it like 2.5, 3 miles per hour, maybe four even occasionally. But you need to get your cardio up. Just it's good for the heart, it's good for cardiovascular system, it's good for everything. And I did do three of these. I just didn't want to bore you with the other one. So I did two shots of the hammer curls with the fat grips. And then made my way over, did another one. And then you can see with this. So I love straight bar. I'm not sure if it's just because of my injury with my wrist and my brachialis, or if it's the fat grips that added to this. But I only did one of these exercises with the straight bar. And yes, I am doing it in the squat rack. I made sure that nobody was using it, and I go pretty quickly, but and I go very quickly, especially with that one because I only did one. It didn't feel right. So instead of trying to push through an exercise that's just not comfortable for my wrist, figured might as well go over to the cambered bar. Well, cambered bars, like basically the barbells are already all set up for you. A nice easy way to load up the weight because I don't have to do any of the loading. It's already there for you. So I love these. But yeah, I was really looking forward to that straight bar, trying to switch it up, and just wasn't feeling it. So if you're not feeling it, move on. And here we go. So yeah, you can see a little bit of a walk around, especially when I'm doing a superset. I want to show you that I am going straight from one to another, which I do love supersets. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll try and do maybe legs. I won't do a superset. Other times I'll jump from extensions to curls, back and forth, back and forth. With this one, I am now doing the bent over pullovers. And once again, using my favorite attachment. I love this for tries. I love this for back, for pullovers. And you want to get that nice squeeze at the end, like you see right there. And then I did do two sets of the camera bars. Didn't show you. This video is going to be long enough, so figured I'd spare you that repetitive just the curling. So I'm back over to one of my favorites. Once again, this replicates what I'm doing on the pad, on the table. And I am switching back and forth between the right and the left with the fat grip, because you'll see in a second I already have my other fat grip ready to go. And I'm going to be doing pronation. So going straight from this exercise, you're going to see me pick up my camera, my tripod, and yes, I am one of those people now that have a tripod, and I hated them. But you know what? We have to adapt, and that's what I did. So anybody that doesn't like it, just please tell me to turn it off, to not film them, and I'll be happy to do that for you, because I know I was one of those people that didn't really like. I didn't care if I was on camera. I couldn't care less about that. I'm in sales, so I really don't mind that at all. But just they were aggravating and didn't really know enough about it. Thinking, all right, well, what's this person? An influencer? What do they have? 100,000 followers, 2 million followers? Well, it doesn't matter. They could just been wanting to see what they look like on camera, trying to get better at it. I know people do it with their golf swing. People do it with working out, basketball, making sure that you have the right form. So it's good to watch videos of yourself, even if you don't plan on ever posting it anywhere. You don't want anybody else to see it. For yourself, it's a good thing. And right here, like I said, I'm going to do the pronation. It took me a little while to figure out how I'm going to do this. So I'm using 3 different attachments right here. So that's why it took me a bit. But I'm using the belt, old belt that I have, the attachment, which is great for forearms, whether it be extensions or whatever it is. And then I also threw the fat grip around both of those, and then just trying to wrap it around my hand and do the pronation took a little while, but was able to figure it out. So yeah, I appreciate your confidence in me. I was able to. And back over here, once again, love this exercise. I've been lucky enough that pretty much every gym that I've been to has had this machine. So not saying that I wouldn't be able to work out a gym that didn't have it, because of course you adapt, you'd be able to figure out something. But I like having it, especially with the arm wrestle one. It's just probably not the most important tool that I need, not by far, because your hand is the most important, and then followed by your forearm, bicep, probably in third. But I do love this machine, and let's hit it from the other side. Once again, doing the pronation with those 3 attachments. And another thing, when it comes to nutrition, I know a little off topic here, but nutrition is huge. If you're looking to get big, you need to have carbs. If you're looking to cut, you need to have carbs. Your carbs are your fuel. That's what's gonna keep you going. But the protein, that's what's gonna keep you staying somewhat muscular even on a cut. So I've upped my protein recently where I didn't feel I was getting nearly enough. I was cutting down on the calories. That's easy enough. You count them, you fill yourself up with water, and I know it's not the best thing in the world, but diet soda, I I drink quite a bit of it just because it helps. It helps steer off the hunger, and I enjoy it. I've been a soda drinker my whole life. I did quit for about 3 years one time, and came right back. So it is what it is, but it helps me out. Now, you can see I am doing Zogman curls with the fat grip. Unfortunately, this is something that I ended up having to do just one exercise as well. My wrist is, I guess, a bit more damaged than I originally thought. And when I say damaged, I mean I still did pretty well at the tournament since it's been injured, but still not something that I'm enjoying. So my right, I was able to do no problem. The fat grips actually felt incredible. But now doing my left, you could probably see the anguish on my face because I'm only doing what, 20s? I might even be doing 15s. I think those are 15s even. Yeah, wasn't worth it. Oh no, they were 20s. Never mind. So yeah, wasn't feeling it. So I ended up just going on. I was supersetting it anyway with this supination. Once again, trying to figure out how this works with the three attachments was probably the hardest part of the day, but I was able to figure it out. With the supination, you're gonna curl your palm towards yourself. It's great for getting into a hook. And I know I said in the last video that I'm not much of a hooker. At least try not to be, not late at night at least. But with the hook, it's great to get better at one particular thing. But it's also good to be diverse. So if you're able to get in there with a hook, if someone somehow gets you in there with, if you're not able to top roll them, flop press, I know that's an easy way to get around certain movements or certain situations when you might be in a losing position. But the hook, that is going to be something that I'm going to practice on a bit more. Mostly a top roller, but definitely not opposed to learning something new. So, and I have great guys that I'm been practicing with. So that's what I'm going to work on. Jack of many trades. I guess some people are a master of one. I want to be good at everything, and then eventually great at everything. So this machine, I'm not huge on machines for buys, but then again, maybe I am because I always end up on them. So with this one, single arm, keeping the weight somewhat light. I don't know if it's just because I was doing back with them or just wanted to get a nice pump, but this I can usually go pretty heavy. I can rack it, and it's I originally didn't plan on doing it. The reason I did it was because I was doing the Zogman curls and it just wasn't feeling right. So you kind of run out of things to do. Probably in the next video you see me do seated cheat curls. No, I mean maybe the last couple will be cheat, but basically where you're sitting on the bench and then you have the camera bar and you kind of throw the weight down and then you're lifting it up and just trying to squeeze out some good weight. I do them standing occasionally, but I think the seated probably helps with the cheat a little bit easier. You can't do as much weight, but I tend to get a better pump with that. So once again, that's pretty much what it's all about, is making sure that you're making a count with the exercises while you're at the gym, no matter what it is. Even if it's a quick workout, even if you're there for 2.5 hours like I was in this video, it's what's the point of going if you're not really trying to push yourself, whether it be keeping it light and just doing higher volume or just keeping it low and doing heavy weight. I love it all, and I do switch it up, so you will see other videos where I'm doing pretty heavy weight, at least for me. And making it downstairs, I love that picture in the back. It This used to be a bit more of a dungeon. There was actually another wall up where it just seemed darker and not many people went down there. In that picture there was the deadlifts, the platform right in front of it, which makes sense. It's definitely fitting. And just love that picture. I love the downstairs feel, that dungeon feel. This is downstairs as well. So started off with the shrugs, dumbbells. Once again, I couldn't go too heavy just because those fat grips, it just completely changes your lifts 100%. You think you're able to lift just as much, go for it. Order those. I think it cost me like $33.99 for the special edition black ones, but they come with a blue. They even have the extreme, which is actually a half an inch diameter bigger. The orange ones, I will be getting those. I wanted to start off with these black ones, 2.25, sorry, 2.25 inch diameter. Just wanted to see what they're all about, and they're no joke. But I will get the bigger ones just because I will defeat these, and then once I do, I want to have something else to fall back on. And so you see me doing some more shrugs. It is a back muscle, just so you know. It is a back muscle. So I lean forward a little bit. You're not gonna just, when I was in high school, you just squeeze it up to your ears and that was it. But do a little lean to the front, get a good squeeze, and just realize that it is a back muscle. And once you do that, your workout's gonna get better, especially when it comes to the shrugs with the traps and everything. So yeah, this was a nice long video. I appreciate you watching the whole thing, and I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you.